remember the worst time I got cheated on. I had an inkling, I had a feeling, and I would ask her and she would deny it. She would even cry and swear to God that she didn't do anything, but I just knew. When you know, you know. When your gut is telling you something, it's true. It's true. Sometimes I used to wonder if it was my intuition or if it was insecurity. But I believe that you can truly tell a difference between intuition and insecurity. And sometimes your intuition speaks so much louder. You feel the intuition so much deeper. And that's how it was with this situation. I just knew something wasn't right. So I'll never forget. We were out one night and I ended up spending the night at her place. And I woke up earlier than her because I wanted to go grab us some Chick-fil-A breakfast. So I woke up early and I kind of snuck out the bed and I ran to go to Chick-fil-A because I knew that they would end in breakfast at 10. So I get out and I didn't have a car at the time. So I got in her car. I'll never forget. I got in her car and I looked down and her cell phone was on the floor, on the side. Like she dropped it on the side and it was on the floor of the car. And I thought to myself, you have a choice now. You either go through the phone and find the truth and solve the mystery and release yourself from the constant rumination of what happened, if anything happened. You knew something happened, but you never had proof and you knew she wasn't going to tell you. So I had a choice. I either go through the phone, find what I need to find, and have the answer, whether it's good or bad, or I respect her privacy and just keep it moving. We had such a good night. I didn't want to go through the phone, guys. And I'm going to say something before I continue. I will never go through a phone again. I will never go through a phone again because I truly believe that someone's privacy is their privacy. And I'm on some Donald Jones, I don't want to know. If you playing me, keep it on the low. Because number one, I don't have the emotional intelligence to deal with something like that again. And secondly, I understand that we're all human and sometimes we may slip up. And a small slip up shouldn't be the demise of the relationship until it becomes a glaring mistake. You know what I mean? And I'm going to notice a glaring mistake. But a small slip up, it is what it is. But back to the story. So I picked up a phone. I told myself, man, don't go through the phone. I put it in my pocket and I drove to Chick-fil-A. And the whole time I'm thinking to myself, damn, bro, are you going to go through the phone? You should go through the phone. You should go through the phone because if you go through the phone and you find what you know, you're free. You finally have the answers to the questions you've been asking. You finally have the truth. You can leave the relationship with no issues. You finally have the truth. Or if there's nothing, you can act like you never went through the phone. So it's like a win-win. It's either you get the truth or you get the truth. So I got our Chick-fil-A breakfast and I drove back to her house. And when I parked the car, that's when I started going through the phone. I parked the car and I just started going through messages. And yeah, you know, she would say some shady shit with her best friend and there was some random conversations with people that, you know, I had worries about, but it wasn't anything that bad. So I'm scrolling because something in me is like, just keep scrolling, bro. You're going to get all the answers you need. Just keep looking. I don't know if she was deleting messages, but I had to scroll deep in her messages with D. I'm not going to put his name out there, but she was fucking with a guy named D. And I didn't want to believe it. When I asked her, she said no, and she swore to God. Who swears to God when they're telling a lie? I don't, so I figured nobody else did. Why would you cry if you lying? She would literally be on the floor crying. I didn't cheat.